Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Anna Manuel, and we start tonight with our forecast. While the southern tier missed the massive snowstorm pummeling most of the Northeast, the cold temps may be here to stay. Let's head to Alyssa Triplett, here now with the latest. Alyssa?
Good evening. As we missed out on that winter storm that howled closer to those Atlantic regions, we are noting that a cold front, though, has been able to bring us a snow chance, allowing for some lake effect to carry over here, even through the overnight with some light accumulations, filtering in some cooler temperatures where we will be dropping down into those lower 20s to those teens. But we do note that we work into some sunshine as we step into our Wednesday, but the active pattern will persist, and I'll dive into that full forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Alyssa. February is Heart Health Month, but with holidays like Valentine's Day and Fat Tuesday having us indulge our sweet tooth, how are people finding a healthy balance? Our Sonia Ellison talked to people around town about the predicament.
February is National Heart Month, where everyone is encouraged to focus on their cardiovascular health.
Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, is a very fun holiday to celebrate if you do celebrate, and of course Valentine's Day. You know, you think of chocolate, sweets, kind of indulging.
National Heart Health Month won't be slowing down business at Honeydew Confections in Elmira. They're getting chocolates and baked goods ready for Valentine's Day tomorrow.
We have chocolate-covered strawberries, chocolate truffles. We have sugar cookies with Valentine's Day themes, classic red velvet cupcakes.
But the sweet treats could affect your heart.
Sugar, high saturated and trans fats do lead to weight gain, higher cholesterol levels, which do both have a pretty significant impact on someone's cardiovascular health.
Steuben County Public Health Coordinator Malia Vandenberg says to know the risk factors.
Family history of cardiovascular disease is a factor. If someone is overweight or obese.
High blood pressure and cholesterol also increase the risk for heart disease. Those with risk factors should see their doctor.
It's definitely worth a trip and a conversation with your personal provider about what the next step should be.
Moderation is key to keeping heart health in check, especially on Heart Day.
Try to speckle those sweet treats throughout the day and try not to indulge all at once.
Limiting alcohol is also recommended. Honeydew has healthier options if you want a more heart-friendly sweet treat.
And Heart Health Month, we do a variety of vegan baking and gluten-free baking. So if you're looking to fix with your diet there, we got you covered there too.
Valentine's Day is once a year, but a reminder to carry that love all Heart Month long. Healthy relationships can make for a healthier heart.
February is kind of like that month for relationships and connections. Having strong and healthy relationships has been shown to in studies to decrease risk of cardiovascular health.
Sonia Ellison, Big Fox News.
Christ Episcopal Church will host several Ash Wednesday opportunities tomorrow. Ashes to Go is from noon to 1 p.m. Reverend Preston and volunteers will offer ashes to passerbys and those who want to drive through. The church also has 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. services in person at their church and online. For more information and the links to the virtual services and booklets, check out the Christ Episcopal Church Facebook page or call that number on your screen. Pathways is hosting a job fair tomorrow at their Corning office. It will be at 88 Walnut Street from noon to 6 p.m. Come by to enjoy refreshments, a live radio broadcast, and meet the staff to learn about the multiple open positions and shifts available at Pathways. Open positions are posted on pathwaysforyou.org. Visit the Pathways Inc. Facebook page for more details. New Yorkers headed to the polls today for a special election to fill the ousted George Santos's House seat. Brian Yennis reports the result could be a preview for the fight of control of Congress in November.
Go out and do your patriotic duty and vote.
A call to action in New York's 3rd Congressional District as a nor'easter threatens voter turnout in a closely watched special election. Republican Mazi Pilip and former Congressman Tom Suozzi facing off in a battle to replace ousted Republican George Santos.
We feel really good because we had great early votes, and we're ahead in early votes and the absentee ballots.
Suozzi, who's running as a moderate Democrat, promising bipartisan solutions, said he was confident at a campaign stop this this morning, but despite strong early voter turnout, Swazi and Pillop both offered free rides to the polls for those worried about the snowy weather.
This election is about saving our country.
The race's outcome could be a preview of what's to come in the fall. Pillop, an Ethiopian-Israeli immigrant, has hammered Swazi and President Biden over the migrant crisis, calling for more border control. Meanwhile, Swazi has framed the race around abortion rights, the centerpiece of Biden's re-election campaign.
If you want change, if you want someone who's going to fight for bipartisanship, people working together, then vote for me.
If Pillop wins, she'll add another vote to the Republican slim majority in the House. It's a much-needed vote as House Republicans focus on a border deal and on impeaching Biden's Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. Republicans are set to vote on the issue for a second time Tuesday night, which Pillop says she supports.
He failed to protect our border. The reason why we have this migrant crisis is because of him.
Today's election winner will hold the congressional seat until January. In New York, Brian Yennis, Fox News.
And we'll have more coverage of the special election on tomorrow's show. Meantime, the Biden campaign is now utilizing the social media platform TikTok. It is a move meant to reach younger voters. But as Rebecca Castor reports, it's being met with a whole lot of controversy.
Trump or Biden?
Are you kidding? Biden.
President Biden's re-election campaign joins the short-form video app TikTok.
This administration is literally welcoming in, really, the Chinese spy balloon in your phone.
It's being seen as a move to reach younger voters. But the app, owned by Chinese tech giant ByteDance, is already regulated in the U.S.
Why the president would use this platform that his administration is weighing a national ban on because of national security concerns.
Again, I'm not going to speak to any hypothetical ban. I can only tell you that it's not allowed on government devices. That policy remains the case, and I just can't speak for the campaign.
Some lawmakers and the FBI director have long seen red flags with TikTok.
When it comes to TikTok, that it screams of national security concerns. Why?
The app's parent company is effectively beholden to the Chinese government, which could be used for all sorts of influence operations or to sow divisiveness, discord.
This attempt to appear hip, joining TikTok during the Super Bowl, comes after the president skipped the traditional pregame interview. And as a special counsel report is putting Biden's mental acuity in the spotlight, Biden firing back Monday.
I've been around a while. I do remember that.
Donald Trump, the Republican frontrunner in the presidential race, does not have an official TikTok account. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Your complete forecast is next, plus this.
The Super Bowl may be over, but mental health experts say the results may still be weighing on your mind. I'm Christina Coleman with a look at the psychology behind fandoms coming up.
Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
Taking a leap year into our latter half of the week, the active pattern will persist. Now, the lake effect that has been ongoing throughout our Tuesday will carry over into early tomorrow morning, but we should be able to break into some areas of sunshine. And you'll want to enjoy that sunshine because we are going to be back to some active weather conditions as we head into our Thursday forecast. And this system, we are still fine-tuning when it comes down to precipitation type, as there is a little bit of a warming trend with some of that sunshine, but cooler systems continue to be more of the dominating feature. So we'll watch for our next system to come Thursday, and then third system is going to be some hit or miss chances throughout the weekend. Again, looking at still driving if we will stay cooler and stay snowfall, or if there will be some warm parts that give us some of those rain showers. Now, still here through the overnight, note that we're still dealing with some of those blustery winds out of the northwest, as those winds are up to about 20 to 30 miles per hour. That's what's triggering some of those lake effect snow showers, but also bringing in those cooler temperatures. Cloud coverage is just able to help to keep temperatures within those lower 20s, but there is going to be that brisk feel. We'll see that as we stay underneath that northwesterly flow. We are expected to see those clearing skies, which is nice to see, but note that as temperatures will hover within those 20s and just touch those lower 30s, your feel like temperature starts the day off into the single digits and only improves into those lower 20s. So winter layers are necessary, although we have sunshine on the board. board. Now, as we'll work into some gradual clearing and some brighter skies, we are again staying with that active weather pattern. So enjoy what will be again a quieter day in place, maybe some time to do some pickup from some of those snow showers. We'll see much of the region range anywhere from upper 20s to those lower 30s. Now we'll head into our Thursday with still holding on to some of those clear skies. So that is going to bring again another chill to the morning. Might even be able to see a few more spots approach those teens if we can get some of that radiational cooling. But what's going to help us is that we do have a little bit of a southerly pull ahead of this next system that moves in, which does allow for temperatures to improve above that freezing mark area wide. So that's why there is some concern of maybe seeing more on the rainier side to start, but then turning cooler as the system will have a cold front along it. But that, with it being a very tight gradient of lifting some warmth and then pushing in some colder air, does bring some gusty winds, at least 25 to even 35-mile-per-hour gusts. Again, starting Thursday coming from the south, but then quickly on Friday switching back to come out of the northwest. So although the system might start rain showers, that northwesterly wind, as it's been able to bring even us today and overnight, will trigger some of those lake effect scattered snow showers. Now we'll stay with that windy weather, hold on to some cloud cover on Friday, but then we will be talking about again some areas of some hit or miss wintry mix throughout the weekend with highs in those 30s, and then sunshine returns on Monday.